She serves them whiskey and wine. They say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine girl, your eyes.
So, we just recently watched Guardians of the Galaxy the second.
Oh, it was so good.
He didn't finish it, so I had to catch him up on what happened in the last part. Spoiled it for him because we have to make this video as soon as possible.
All the things that I've missed and didn't see. So
Yeah.
if I'm not like the most accurate in this, don't like kill me for it.
Don't quote him on it, yeah.
Yeah, don't quote me on it.
So to start
Reese.
Yeah. To start us off, I personally thought that the second one was better than the first,
I would have to agree.
even though you didn't see all of it.
Yeah.
But reason being, the format might have been pretty much the same. You know, there was only one bad guy. It was trying to, destroy the world, and then the Guardians of the Galaxy came in, flew across the galaxy to kill him. That's pretty much exactly what happens.
Pretty much.
But
There wasn't an Infinity Stone or
but they developed the characters more in this second one. They talked a lot more about Peter. They talked a lot more about it.
That's what I liked about it more too. I thought they developed the characters way better and actually made the characters more relatable and more easy to understand than whatever they said for the first one.
They finally got Drax to like someone again on the inside.
Yeah, not on the outside.
Yeah. I also thought that they had a lot more comedy in the second one. And they really did. They had a lot. I like the songs. They picked some amazing songs.
Fantastic songs.
Great soundtrack for that second one. Baby Groot, big hit. Everyone loved him. Everyone loved him.
Giant marketing strategy, though.
It was a giant marketing strategy.
That's what they were going for.
And
all right, summarize the story. So we actually it's actually informational.
So let's see. First off, they were saving the Golden Peoples. I don't know their name, but they were saving their batteries, and then they went in to talk to her. Rocket called her a dickhead, which is completely true. They're all massive dickheads.
All right. Rocket steals a battery, and then they start chasing the Guardians. They have to run away. They go into a bunch of loops, and they end up where Peter's dad shows up.
Yeah, they ended up on a habitable planet, the nearest habitable planet. I forget what it was called. It starts with a B. I know that. But they go in, and then it was Drax that sees. Was it Drax that saw the 1-inch man?
I think. Yeah.
Was that Drax or Rocket? No, that was Rocket. Rocket saw the 1-inch tall man, which happened to be Ego, Peter Quill's dad. So the Ego follows them onto that planet. They catch up. That's where Drax meets Manus and calls her ugly multiple times. And then
Peter pretty much tries to find his origin, and
they follow Ego back to the planet
home
that
planet.
he created. Yep.
Because he's Ego the planet.
And he is the planet.
Yeah.
So Ego shows all of them his backstory, the fact that he wanted to find life, and when he found it, it absolutely sucked. So he was trying to create his own life. He tells Peter that he is part celestial god, and Peter learns to somewhat control it. In the end, though, he does wind up beating the crap out of his dad, and then his dad starts beating the crap out of him. But so what they do is, in the end, they realize that they have to destroy Ego because he's trying to take over every single planet in the universe and make it his own. So they go into the main, central core, his brain, the center of the planet. And Rocket has all these laser beams, starts drilling in, and then the Golden People come in to F everything up. They come in and start firing at them. So they have to pretty much stick with how far they drilled in, which wasn't very far at all. Rocket, Peter, they go to the hole that they created. And there are a bunch of smaller holes, pretty much veins, to get to the brain. And they were too small for Peter and Rocket to go in, but not Groot. So Rocket is trying to teach Groot the buttons to push, and Groot doesn't know which one to push, and he almost blows up everyone instantaneously. But he winds up pressing the other one, and he gives him 5 minutes to run out of there, and Peter almost died. And Yondu, I forgot to talk about. Yondu played in a massive role in this movie. Massive role. But at the end, he winds up saving Peter. He flies out. Rocket gives him the jetpacks that you see that hurt Drax's nipples. And the suit that Drax uses when he jumps out of the plane and hits all the trees when they hit the planet.
Yeah. That
suit. Since Yondu only has one, he puts the jetpack on himself, flies up with Peter, and puts the suit on Peter. They gave him a Ravager's traditional funeral.
Which is really all that he wanted.
That was... And you see Sylvester Stallone telling him that he would never get it.
Mm-hmm.
He winded up getting it. He winded up getting it in the end. And Groot and everyone, all the Ravengers came and they lit off a bunch of fireworks. It was a pretty cool ending. I liked it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it for the movie. But the post credits, what we're also gonna see is the Golden people talk about making or creating Atom. So the Atom, not Captain Atom, which is DC, and the Atom, which is also DC, but Atom, I forget his last name. A lot of Atoms. He is seen in one of the comic books. He is wearing the Golden Gauntlet with all 6 Infinity Stones in it, which is pretty cool. I did not know about that actually. But he's seen being created by the Golden People, the massive dickheads. Another one, we see teenage Groot being his teenager self, sitting on his bed playing video games, having everything everywhere, like all of his clothes everywhere, like a normal teenager.
I'm pretty clean.
And then we see Stan Lee talking about talking to the Watchers. If you don't know who they are, they're a bunch of very, very tall people that look like babies, pretty much, with giant heads. And they have only white eyes. They don't do anything. They sit there and watch people. Just watch them. They're kind of invincible, but they just kind of watch. Stan Lee talking to them about all these stories. And if you listen to some of the stories, they actually talk about some of the previous movies that he's been in, which is every one.
Cameos in all of them, and he is a watcher, so he was just telling them everything.
I talked about this. The original Guardians of the Galaxy are going to get back together.
Yeah.
I think. They saw that at the end of the movie, they were talking about getting back together, which is going to be pretty cool. Maybe they will be in the Infinity Wars. It says that the Vol.3 Guardians of the Galaxy will be after Infinity War, but we don't know if they'll be in it.
The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to be the last Guardians of the Galaxy, at least until someone else picks up the mantle. But James Gunn is going to be done making Guardians of the Galaxy after the third one.
Yeah, he is going to be done directing.
He's going to be done directing, so whoever is able and willing to take up the next Guardians of the Galaxies will do so after the third one. And after all the Infinity Wars and stuff.
So that's pretty much it for Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, I personally thought that the second was better. Those of you who didn't, oh well. What would I rate it?
Yeah. And then what would this be up to that?
Probably an 8 then.
So like, is this better? This is better than Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Yes.
So what would you rate Guardians of the Galaxy then?
The first?
Yeah.
6.
And
7.
This is an 8?
7. Yeah.
Okay.
6 or 7.
Yeah. I was gonna give it an 8. So it's okay.
Well, anyways, basically because.
All right.
So watch the next video.
Thank you for watching, and sorry for the break.
Yeah, subscribe.
Like, comment, whatever.
Yeah.